Hola a todos, bienvenidos a este gameplay de Call of Cthulhu. Primera vez que hago un video de gameplay de cualquier juego. Este juego ya me había llamado la atención. Hace poquito creo que hace salió en la suscripción de PlayStation. Entonces de ahí lo descargué. Vamos a intentar hacer este gameplay. A mí lo que me gusta cuando yo veo un gameplay o lo extra es pues a lo mejor la reacción de las personas o los comentarios. Y a lo mejor ahorita en este primer gameplay que hago, no estoy todavía muy acostumbrado a comentar o estar expresando mis opiniones internas, pero poco a poco voy trabajando en eso, ¿verdad? En compartirles experiencia, que eso es lo que a mí me gusta al momento de estar viendo pues cualquier acción o contenido de este tipo de género de contenido, digamos, es acompañar a una persona en una experiencia. Y bueno, espero que les guste a todos, los podamos disfrutar. Y bueno, los dejo con el gameplay. Listo. Veamos qué tal. PlayStation 4 ya es viejo el juego. Enter Madness. Ok. Pues así apenas se ve. Bueno, yo en mi pantalla apenas lo veo. Detection. Off. Sí. Dejémoslo en off. Está en off, así por default. Detective privado. Ok. Si esto es parecido a la novela, es un sueño.
putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
My private detective agency. Have a drink. Digo, o sea, ok, bebamos. This will affect your destiny. No. La música no la quiero apagar. Préndela. Por... Terminado de ver las cosas.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, mi build. Listo.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Porque soy yo.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Otra. Voy por otra.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Alguien tiene arrepentimientos. Con razón bebe, dice. Con razón bebe. Bueno, pero yo no fui a la guerra.
I used to be an avid reader.
Ya no.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Aumenté o qué. A la verga, no digo, bro. A la verga, hay que ponerse al tiro entonces. Por ejemplo, ¿qué hay acá?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Por... Mi Fedora. cliché.
We're almost there.
O sea, el detective, ¿verdad? Muchowski. ¿Cómo se pronuncia eso?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
¿Qué significa eso?
A
Land.
nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Qué feo es este lugar. A ver. Creo que es mejor.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy.
And not always.
And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Fuck.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Una lámpara. noches, ¿o qué? Primero veo los papeles.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
¿Cómo ves? Pisteo todo, me vale verga. Aquí acá. Sí. ¿Cuánto mete? 2%. Muchos libros. Oh, puedo subir.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
A la verga. Ok.
What a macabre souvenir.
Ah, chica. Ok. Pero sí tienes otras piernas. Ok.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Ok. Vamos a ver. Prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here.
Prohibition.
That suits me fine.
Ajá, ok, sí. No se puede pistear. Implying. Pobre, pobre desgraciado. Mira. Estos son carnales, ¿o qué? Qué asco. Oh,
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36?
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that, but I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come on.
Drinking it here. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
I know.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're...
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Damnation, broken.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Kat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Is it Kat who's shaking down?
Hold on.
Nothing.
I've taken enough of yours.
We'll see you.
Come on, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess...
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason...
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And
she sent me to see who's...
I don't know what you're talking...
You got no proof to back up your claims, and...
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable. especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave. You again. I told.
No need to get...
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
She's cat. Ella tiene que ser cat. La neta.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again. But he...
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like you, on the other hand. Nose around too much, you'll have
This warehouse looks abandoned.
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more, go ahead.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Esta es una herramienta. A ver si tiene una herramienta. A ver si tiene una herramienta.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want...
They're part of the private...
And yet the place looks abandoned.
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less...
You mean that there's a way to go from...
I couldn't tell you if it's still... But I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can... You're back again. What can I do?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me.
Necesito herramienta.
You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
A ver.
Well,
Did you miss it?
I have an offer that could
We're lit.
I need you to keep them busy for...
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your... What's in it for...
What would convince you to help?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll...
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find...
Ok. Una herramienta o... Cheve. A lo mejor puedo robarle.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
A lo mejor puedo robar, puedo robar. Está difícil.
You again.
What do you know about the Hawkins where...
If I were you, I wouldn't hang...
Why not?
First off, sailors from around here screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all, but I'll say anything else.
I read the article on the interesting local...
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. On that day, the crew of the biggest whale ever caught, they saved dock water from famine.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the... Then...
I've got what I...
Anything else?
Let's say I want to buy a...
Let's say I don't want to sell...
Oh, come on.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy.
Oh, yeah? That must have been...
Oh, come on.
Drinking it here. Anything else?
That'll be all
Fuck
for now.
you. Fuck you.
You're back again. What can I do? I shall be on my way, so come back. Fishing equipment. Could be this blackboard hasn't been the cellar. And finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. What a macabre souvenir.
A ver contigo.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
I shall take my... A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Ok, vamos a investigar. Investigación.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Ok. Decido otra parte bien. hacer nada. Este completo. Ok. Oh, yeah. Ajá.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Y sí. Ok. Supongo que todo está en esta habitación. Aquí todavía falta algo. Mira, aquí hay algo.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Vamos a ver, posiblemente ya sea lo último. Yes. Vamos a ver.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? What? ¿Y ahora? A ver. No, no, eso no puede ser. Ah, pero primero. Como que this will affect your destiny. 54 hours. You can ask the flower. Oh. Listo. ¿Qué? Entonces ya lo rompí. Ya valió. Ya valió.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Oh.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
The cat.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
What? ¿Qué le pasa?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Vamos a ver qué tal. Ok.
So, have you got what we...
I'll be back.
Take your time.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
A ver, hablar con el capitán. ¿Podré hablar con el capitán?
You're back again. What can I do for...
I shall be on my way.
So come...
Hey, Mitchell. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its lead. You didn't back down. Something that I respect, so understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our... Tell me, what brings you...
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whaler. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Okay.
I've got a few questions about...
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the hall.
You're out of luck. It's on my turn.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to...
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable, and you didn't miss...
I accept the compliment. Well, I see. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my... But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose...
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not fin... If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your... You'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always... Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a...
A ver. No sé, güey. Está medio loca. ¿Sabes qué?
I don't think I'm ready to pay the...
As you wish. But...
Puedo hacer otra cosa.
You again.
What can you tell me about...
We all knew then.
I've got...
Anything else?
Let's say I want...
Let's say I...
Oh, come...
Drinking it. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Compró una por mí.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No.
And the doctor?
No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off...
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the
No la
newspaper
oí,
clipping.
demonios.
You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah.
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 18...
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the... Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Todos se ven iguales.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all
You exhausted this...
You could say that, yes. There were fewer...
Until the last.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exact.
I bid you fair...
Good night.
So long. You like us.
We may not be...
That's true.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
If I had the wings of the girly boys, I was better than fly.
Le tengo que deber, no creo. Puedo hacer otra cosa.
My God.
Who said it?
Mejor puedo robar una.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Vamos a la estatua. Total. ¿Qué más queda? Ya rompí todo, güey. ¿Qué le pusieron? Unos símbolos raros.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Ok. Investigado completa. Investigación completa.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Intenté abrirla y la cagué. Fuck.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead, and I don't want to see you hanging around. Now, please, leave.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn.
You didn't tell me that.
Because it's and I don't. Now, please.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You again?
No need to.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Fuck. Ok. Este vato que.
What's with you?
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
What are you guarding?
Listen.
I bid you. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Necesito.
honest.
I'm not. If I do that, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I think about it.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we all... Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
¿Cómo ves, pendejo? Vamos.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
¿Qué es esto?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What happened here? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
You can as the flowers. Chapter 3. Enter madness. Digo, no da tanto miedo. I mean.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Bueno, aquí le dejamos. Se guardó solo yo creo. Pero aquí le dejamos y le seguimos mañana.